It's Saturday, December 18, 2021. I'm Todd Dunn, and today I am on my way to Bar Harbor. I'm just north of Southwest Harbor right now, and we're about to come up along the east side of Echo Lake. So we'll see that in a second. I just wanted to introduce this video. I'm not going to spend long in Bar Harbor. I'm just going to basically have a look at downtown and the waterfront, and then I've got to go to the supermarket, and my wife wants me home as quickly as possible, so no more than that. So I'll stop back in when there's something more to see than just this road. As you can see, there's not much traffic today. It's currently 9:37 in the morning, and it is 30 degrees. We are supposed to get 3 to 7 inches of snow tonight. So today is my last chance to go to Bar Harbor on snow-free roads for a little while, because it's not supposed to warm up for the next 10 days. So the snow, I believe, is going to stick with us. The roads, of course, will be clear by Sunday, but there'll still be a little snow here and there. Anyway, we're passing Echo Lake right now. I don't know if you can see it with this camera angle. There it is. And we'll be in Soamesville in just a minute, so I'll come back then. Just coming into Soamesville now, and shoot video as we drive through, and then pick it up again as we get closer to Bar Harbor. It's pretty quiet here this morning, as you can see. Oh, traffic. This is a typical mid-December day for the last few years anyway. No snow on the ground, cool, and not many people here. So we just about past the center of Soamesville, and we'll be coming to the stoplight in just a moment, but you don't really need to see that. I'm sure most of you have seen a stoplight in the past, and to us here on Mount Desert Island, a stoplight is kind of a novelty, but probably not to the rest of you. Okay, I'll come back in a little bit. Well, we're pretty much in the middle of Mount Desert Island now, and we're headed across the north end of Soame Sound. Although you can't see it here, you might be able to pick up just a little bit of it right here off to the right. And not really. And we're going to be making the turn north to head up to Bar Harbor in just a minute. If we continue straight on this road for about another 4 miles, we'll be in Northeast Harbor. But we're not going to do that. We're just going to turn left here and go to Bar Harbor. I'm just now driving into Bar Harbor, and there's a little bit of traffic here, not a lot, as we come into town. We're going to come up to Main Street, turn left, and head down to the waterfront. And it looks like Miramonte Inn has a vacancy, as does the Mount Desert Inn. Imagine some of these inns have opened up for Christmas visitors, and they'll close down again after New Year's. But everything other than that is pretty quiet here. As you can see. So far, the only person on the sidewalk has been a mailman walking his rounds. Now, a couple people walking along on Main Street, Village Green off to the left, as we get ready to make our turn. In contrast to summer, it shouldn't take too long before we can turn here. Okay. There we go. Yeah, there are a few people walking along on Main Street, but not many. It's 34 degrees here at 9:55 a.m. on Saturday, December 18, 2021. And we're going to head down to the waterfront, and I'll do my usual walk up into Agamont Park and have a look at things. You see, a couple businesses are still open. Sherman's bookstore is open, but not a lot else. And parking is not at much of a premium. So I'll just pull in here and we'll walk over into the park. Here we are in Agamont Park. It's a bit breezy today. Feels like a north wind. So we're going to walk out into it as we look at the waterfront. And surprisingly, the lawn is still green here in Agamont Park. So it won't be tomorrow. Tomorrow it will be white. Sorry about the wind, but we're wide open here, looking across the harbor toward Bar Island. Tide is high right now, so you can't get over to Bar Island. And as you can see, it's pretty quiet here at 10 a.m. December 18 on Saturday morning. A few people walking around, and it is a little chilly with the wind and the current temperatures. So here we are. We'll just take a quick look up Main Street, and then we will go down onto the town dock to turn around, head back up Main Street to Cottage Street, and head over to the supermarket. So pretty peaceful here in Bar Harbor in the middle of December 2021. Well, I'm headed down Main Street to the end. I'm going to turn right here on West Street and go out onto the town dock to turn around. And you can see some of the islands here across the bay from the town dock in Bar Harbor. There are a few people walking around this morning. I had hoped to be able to walk the shore path today, but unfortunately there's a requirement that I be home by fairly early in the day, as in well before noon if possible, so I really can't take the time to do it today. Anyway, here's the view from the town dock. It's pretty empty here. Just a couple small boats tied up. And that's it. Now we're going to go back over to Main Street and up to Cottage Street, which is essentially one block up Main Street. And we'll drive down Cottage Street to take a look at how that looks. And also, incidentally, to get me to the grocery store, which is the reason I'm here today. So here we go. And as you can see, there are a few people parked down here, but it's pretty quiet. People are basically just walking around town looking around, since there's very little open down here today. And here we are at Conch Street, and we'll turn and have a look at what it looks like today. Actually, fairly parked up, but not much going on here. As we drive past the post office, Conch Street is very quiet today, just a little bit of traffic and not much other than that. Okay, I'm going to stop the video now while I go into the grocery store. I just pulled out of the supermarket and we're headed back toward Main Street here on Conch Street, and so we'll see what things look like here in beautiful Bar Harbor. It's currently 10:53 a.m. and the temperature has soared to 32 degrees. And we'll make a right turn here onto Main Street and have a look at a little bit more of Bar Harbor, just to give you a little bit better feel for what the town is like here in the middle of December 2021. There we go. The National Weather Service was giving Bar Harbor a 3 to 5 inch snowfall tonight, whereas over in Bass Harbor we're forecast to get 3 to 7 inches. So it could be a little bit snowier over there, probably not much. Snowfalls so far this year have been considerably less than forecast, so we'll have to see. Maybe they'll miss the other way this time. As soon as I get home and unpack the truck, I will be putting the snowplow on, though, just in case. Okay, we're headed a little further down Main Street just to see what things look like down here. And here is the Bar Harbor Grand Hotel. It says opens in early April, so it is closed for the season. And we'll just go up here another block or so and turn right and drive through town a little bit. And here we go. This is Pleasant Street, so let us hope that it really is pleasant. So far it's a motel and Pat's Pizza, which I believe is open all year. Okay, just taking a look at the side street here in Bar Harbor, and we're going to go up here another block and turn right and head back over to Eden Street to go out of town. This is sort of typical residential Bar Harbor. Now, a lot of these homes are summer homes or are rented out on a weekly basis to tourists, and are generally unoccupied the rest of the year, just so that the owners do not have to fool around with getting people out in time for the tourist season. That reflects the fact that there are very, very few year-round rental properties here on Mount Desert Island. It is a very difficult rental market. What there is tends to be very expensive. Now there are a few, not many, a lot fewer than there used to be, winter rentals, but now you pretty much have to be out by April 1st. So okay, this was Ledgelawn Street, and here we are turning back onto Eden as we head out of Bar Harbor here on the 18th of December 2021. Okay, so I hope you have enjoyed this little look at Bar Harbor in December. It is much quieter than it was back in August, and it's going to turn white tonight and be a little bit snowy. So I'll say, if you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't, why don't you consider subscribing to my channel and maybe even clicking that notification bell. Thanks for watching.